Today we find ourselves in the World War II era, in 1940s Illinois, more specifically, the small town of Mattoon, a small and peaceful town, an unexpected setting for a series of mysterious events. It all began on the night of August 31st, 1944, when a man named Urban Rafe was awakened during the early hours. A mysterious smell had caught Urban's attention. He began to feel nauseated and weak, and began to vomit. Urban's wife, who was lying beside him, had also noticed the odor. She assumed it was the pilot light on her stove, and there must have been a gas leak. But when she attempted to get up, she found that she was partially paralyzed and unable to move. On that same night, a young mother, living a couple houses down, was awakened by the sound of her infant daughter violently coughing. Alarmed, she herself attempted to stand, but incredibly, found she was unable to leave her bed, in what she described as being paralyzed and confused. On the very next night of September 1st, 1944, a third reported incident would take place, this time involving a woman named Aline Kearney, who only lived a couple streets away from the Rafe's residence. At around 11 p.m., Mrs. Kearney had reported a strong, distinct odor that she described as sweet and believed to be blooming flowers outside of her window. But as the odor became stronger and more pungent, she began to lose feeling in her legs and felt a burning sensation on her lips and on her throat. Mrs. Kearney panicked and called out to her sister, who noticed that the smell was coming from an open window, which she ran and closed. Slowly, Mrs. Kearney was able to recover. The police were contacted and searched the area, but no evidence of a prowler was found. At around 12:30 a.m., after all had settled, Bert Kearney, Aline Kearney's husband, had returned home from work, unaware of the situation that had taken place at his home. Once arriving, Mr. Kearney noticed a mysterious man hiding in the brush close to one of his home's windows. Mr. Kearney was shocked and briefly watched as the odd man moved side to side, peering in and out of the windows. Mr. Kearney would yell out, causing the strange man to flee, while he gave chase to him on foot, but eventually was unable to catch him. Believed to be the man responsible for the gassing, he would go on to describe him as a tall man dressed in dark clothing and wearing a tight-fitting cap. This would be our first description of the Mad Gasser of Mattoon. And guys, thank you very much. Follow the show on YouTube and all podcast platforms. Thank you.